Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome to Abu Dhabi and welcome to the United Arab Emirates. As the year of Zayed comes to a close, I think it is fitting that we host the Gavi midterm review here, for this is the type of partner that the visionary founder of our country would have truly appreciated.
This is a government that is about innovation, about dynamism, about change. It reflects some of the things Gavi is about. This has been one of the most constructive, positive atmospheres that I've seen in a midterm review. Their leaders are top levels. The president of Niger was here, the prime minister of Mozambique, the former president of Tanzania, the wonderful youth from Malawi who performed their song. Being able to tell us firsthand, what does vaccination mean? What does immunization mean for them?
The goals between Berlin and this replenishment were to immunize 300 million additional children, prevent 5 to 6 million more deaths, to have between 80 and 100 billion dollars in economic benefits for countries, to have healthier vaccine markets. We are on target for all of those.
Gavi was born 18 years ago, and we've immunized 700 million additional children. This is the Gavi generation. This equivalent to having immunized every living person in the Middle East and Africa born in the 18 years since Gavi was created.
Gavi is succeeding. Gavi is succeeding in bringing down the cost of vaccines considerably for countries that are not so well off.
While the potential impact of immunizations is high, the challenges that we face are manifold. How to reach the last mile and the very last child.
We must continue to be ambitious.
The challenges are multiplying in an ever-changing world. A world in which we have to think of issues like fragility and conflict, climate change, demographics. How do we maintain what Gavi does well, but be flexible enough to be able to adapt to these changes?
One of the most important things about Gavi is that it's a learning organization that can constantly change and adapt to the challenges in front of us. By definition, children that are unreached probably don't have access to other interventions. We have to work with governments, with civil society, to focus on areas of low coverage and bring services to those populations. Immunization today gets to 9 out of 10 children globally. That one child that is left out, of course, is the most vulnerable. And not only is that child not receiving immunization, but it's unlikely they're receiving any other health interventions, nor necessarily are their siblings, their family, and their community. So what we're trying to do is focus in on that last mile child and make it the first mile child. There are many other challenges that can be dealt with using innovation. We've had the first Sukhud bonds that are important to this region. We've also had an advanced purchase commitment for Ebola, and most recently, the board has approved using IFM for CEPI, a sister organization that is about making epidemic vaccines.
As we had hoped, this midterm review has not been about Gavi reporting back, but rather it has been a constructive and at times quite dynamic conversation. There was truth, there was frankness, there was transparency and trust.
Looking to the future with optimism and hope, to share in this collective community of the willing to really push forward for empowering the next generation.